sure that you are going to be blessed. Hallelujah. To Harvest Family Church. Amen. Welcome. Musalia. We are about. And I'm telling you, they are all over the place.
I know politics is not easy, and you actually need the grace of God. And God to give you wisdom and grace and all that thing. And we commit to pray for you guys.
I'm so honored to be here, and I'm happy that we were able to listen to your sermon, which talked of very important tenets of our society and what we should be looking for. Kwa hivyo tumesikiza. And I will now move to the area where my other speakers have touched. At the end of the day, if the foundation of our nation's leadership is anchored in church, we shall be better off as a nation. We take it for granted, but the absence of peace can be extremely destructive. The absence of tolerance can be extremely destructive. When people invest in impunity, when people invest in hooliganism, when people invest in intolerance, they are doing the country a great disservice. I participated in reconciling this country some years back after the conflict of 2007, 2008, where Kenya lost 1,400 people to bad politics, to recklessness. So my plea today is that let us not allow our children to be part of a retrogressive process, our youngsters to be used, because they may never have experienced what happened in 2007, 2008. Some of them may not have known. But those of us who are able to see the consequences, let us say never again should we walk that path. And that is why we are saying the leadership of this country must be anchored in God. We want to create jobs. We want your businesses to thrive. We want your children to go to school, and for you to be sure that my daughter left in the morning and you're sure she'll be back in the afternoon or evening without any worries. That is what we want for this country. We want people to be able to put food on the table. Ukilisha jamii yako, ndio hapo heshima inatoka. When you're a man and you're supposed to be a man of the house and you cannot put food on the table, then things are not very good within that setting. If you're a woman and you're the head of the house, because now the reality is there are also so many women who are actually heads of houses. Again, if you cannot provide, it becomes a big challenge to you and to your children. Kwa hivyo, sisi tujikaze. And that is why I am offering myself to the people of Kenya, that we want leadership that can be trusted. Who can you trust to make sure that the economy will be managed properly? Who can you trust to make sure that that leadership will respect the rule of law. Who can you trust to make sure that the education of your children will be guaranteed? Who can you trust to make sure that you'll have medical facilities for everybody? Not just for a few who can afford, but for everybody. These are the questions that we must be asking ourselves. Kwa hivyo, during this last week of voter registration exercise, sikiza vile Senator Sakaja amesema, kama haujajisajili, tafadhali jisajili kuwa mpigaji kura. Let your vote count. Let your vote count in making Kenya a better place. Wacha kujificha. Usifikiri kwamba jukumu ni la jirani wako peke yake na si lako. Hapana. Pia ni lako. So we are appealing, and you could see the youngsters here. Sakaja is young, the Secretary General is young, Nabulindo is young, comparatively to me. Yeah? So the message I'm putting across is that let us also bring this young leadership forward. And you don't bring it forward by avoiding to become a registered voter. Kwa hivyo tushtumu kabisa yale yamefanyika kama kule Busia na kwengine. Tunataka watu wasikizane. Watu wakienda kutafuta kura watafute kwa njia ya amani. Wazungumze sera zao. Kama zinapendeza, hatimaye mtu atampigia kura. Kama haziwapendezi, basi utapigia yule ambaye unataka ama ambaye unapenda. This should be the order of the day. Lakini hii mambo ingine ya kusema tuanze kuleta vurugu, hapana. We will disrupt the economy. Mnasema COVID may disrupt the economy. It is true. But I can tell you, violence can even be a bigger destruction of the economy. Watu wakianza kuchoma maduka na nini na petroli, ama wanachoma mabasi, ama pahali unafanyia biashara, hoteli yako ama shule, then it can also be very, very destructive. Na wewe umekopa pesa, ni lazima ulipe kwa benki yako, lakini mtu analeta vurugu kuharibu. Hapana, tusikubali hayo. Kwa hivyo mimi niko hapa kusema kwamba kwa yale ambayo mhubiri ametuzungumzia leo, na amehubiri vizuri bana, kwa utaratibu, very, very carefully chosen words. I hope there are many others like him in this room, so that we have a growing team of very, very good communicators, isn't it? That would be very important. The message he was giving, choose your friends wisely. In all those things, at the end of the day, he's telling you, choose your friends wisely. And equally, choose your leaders wisely. Whether they are the church leaders, choose them wisely. Whether they are business leaders, choose them wisely. Whether they are political leaders, choose them wisely. Whether they are cooperative organizations leaders, choose them wisely, so that they can be committed to the service of the people that elected them. And ultimately, that is what God would like to see. So mimi ninamalizia, mimi si mhubiri, sijapitia kwa klasi yoyote ya kuhubiri, lakini nataka tu niseme kwamba muniangalie vizuri, kwa sababu mimi natafuta idhini ya Wakenya ili niwe rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Na hapo ni kunyenyekea na kuzungumza, alafu hatimaye mtaamua. Lakini pastor, utuombee na uombee kila mtu katika taifa letu, ili uamuzi ule ukifanyika uwe uamuzi ambao utakuwa wa maana na manufaa kwa taifa letu la Kenya. Tuchague viongozi ili usiku kufika mwananchi atalala kwa nyumba yake bila wasiwasi. Let us not have leaders who will give us sleepless nights.